So, what can a 2,000-year-old book teach you about finding enlightenment? Let's find out. Welcome to Diary of a Chubby Yogi's Introduction to the Yoga Sutras. Hello friends and family and people of YouTube. Welcome to Diary of a Chubby Yogi's YouTube page. My name is Kevin. I am the Chubby Yogi, and today we're going to have a little chat about the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. Usually in our Western practice we think of yoga as just the physical postures and the going down to the gym and getting a bit sweaty and a bit bendy. But the practice of yoga is that much deeper. It has a rich tradition that runs back thousands of years. And the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali are probably one of the first books that was ever put together that tries to describe what yoga is and the philosophy behind it. And probably also some of the obstacles in the paths that you would find on your way to finding yoga or samadhi, liberation, peace, enlightenment. What Patanjali does is he breaks it down into a very achievable method that gives us a nice outline on how to get a system of repeatable results. The Yoga Sutras are probably as important to our modern lives as they were 2,000 years ago when they were originally written or they were originally compiled. The word sutra means thread, and these are little short, concise statements, and like a thread they weave together to give us this wonderful tapestry that we know now as Raj Yoga. Raj means royal, and that's where the Ashtanga system comes from. The Ashtanga, the 8-limbed system. We'll get into that into a chat at a later stage. There are so many different interpretations and translations of these sacred texts, but what they've really done is they've given us little bite-sized chunks that we can digest. And one of the things I actually love about it, in a lot about the interpretations or translations that we've been given, is that everybody from Yogananda to Osho has given their interpretation of the sutras. And each one is slightly different. And once again, it leads me back to that wonderful thing of, well, I always say that, what does yoga mean to you? You can find your own interpretation into the sutras. So, although I'm going to give a little bit of background information here and give you some layouts, it's well worth taking the time to go and sit and read them for yourself. They're not long. I think there's 196 or 197 lines that you have to read. It's about 2 pages worth. However, the interpretations can be volumes. The Yoga Sutras are broken down into 4 books. The first one deals with contemplation. It's the theory, it's the ideas behind what yoga is. And I suppose it's a little bit inspirational. It gives descriptions of what yoga is and what yoga means to Patanjali, and I suppose it gives descriptions of what enlightenment should be and what that piece, why you are actually going in, why you've taken the action to go into yoga and to find this practice of yoga. Book number 2 is all about practice. It's the practical methods that you will have to the practical methods that you will have to undertake so that you can find this path to peace. It starts to deal with Kriya Yoga. Kriya means effort, action. Yogananda describes Kriya as putting oxygen into the blood. So it's really initiation, it's taking that action. It deals with the first 5 limbs of the Ashtanga system, which are your yamas, your niyamas, asana, pranayama and pratyahara. We'll go into this at a later stage. So it really looks at the actual practice, the physical effort that you need to put into the practice of yoga. Book number 3 deals with its accomplishments. This deals with the third 3 limbs, which are concentration, meditation, and that finding of nirvana, samadhi, the finding of peace. It also deals in a few of the little magical things that the practice of yoga will give you. If memory serves me correctly, it talks about flying and the ability to turn invisible. So everything needs to be taken with a bit of a pinch of salt, but you never know. Maybe through these practices you'll find that, and you'll find these wonderful magical properties that it can offer. Book number 4 deals with the absoluteness, the final liberation, the finding that peace, and how the transformational process actually happens. So yeah, that's just a very brief overview on what the Yoga Sutras are. If you're interested, let's maybe have a little look into going a little bit deeper into them. Have you read the Yoga Sutras? What do they mean to you? Have you started implementing the Ashtanga system? I'd love to hear from you. Please comment down below, link, subscribe, do what you need to do. Let's see if we can build up this little community and chat a little longer. Kevin, Diary of a Chubby Yogi. See you in the next video.